Hi, my name is Greg Beehler with RSS Insurance, and I'm here today to talk about professional liability insurance as it relates to the solar industry. RSS Insurance is an associated partner with COSSA, and we have a number of different carriers that we work with that have specific programs really designed for the solar industry. The difference between professional liability and general liability is sometimes somewhat confusing. Many times you'll find that a general liability policy is what you're being asked to present to your customer, while professional liability is really, it's there to provide protection for you in the event that you have an issue with your professional work or design work or some kind of advice that you give to a customer. Where a general liability policy provides bodily injury and property damage done to others, a professional liability policy is really going to protect you in the event of a financial loss. Let me give you some examples of how a professional liability policy would come into play in case you ended up with a claim. So let's say you were hired by a customer to correct an existing system that was up on a roof. So you go up there and put on a new system, and the client happens to live in the mountains. What you don't take into consideration is that the snow is going to melt and then freeze, creating an ice dam. That ice dam then causes damage to the house. Now, you might think that this would be something covered under a general liability policy because of the property damage, and you're correct. However, we had this exact example here in the agency, and the professional liability company was asking us if there was a professional liability policy as well, because the actual root of the damage was the design of the system up on the roof. The panels themselves and the racking system and whatnot was all installed correctly, but it was the design of the system up on the roof that actually led to the damage. Example 2 would be, let's say your firm is hired by another contractor to do the design work of the system going to be installed. So as the other contractor gets into the project, it's determined that there is a flaw with your design. The system has not created any property damage or bodily injury, so again, this is going to fall in under professional liability for the cost of the system. The installing contractor is now going to have to purchase all new panels, racking systems to fit a new design. That loss of revenue and loss of money is going to be something that they could sue your company for, essentially for your poor design. Anyway, I hope those examples of professional liability losses help explain why this coverage is so important. If you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to call RSS Insurance, and we'd be happy to help you out. Thanks so much for your time.